What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium where I react to video game music. As a musician myself, today is a Platinum Patreon request for Kalinin. This is the premiere of Fzero on the channel. This is Fzero GX or AX, I'm not sure which one. And the song is called Feel Our Pain, in parentheses says Firefield. I don't know what Fzero is. I have heard it my whole life. It's a very iconic name, with the hyphen and everything. And the only thing I know about this game is that character right there, Captain Falcon. That's it. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he sounds like. I just know Captain Falcon is from Fzero. That's it. But apparently this game has been going on for years and years, has a big following. But more importantly is that the requester told me that the composer of this song is Hidenori Shoji. And for those that don't know that name, that is a composer of Yakuza 0. Game I just finished playing because of this channel, and the music was so good that I played that game. So, expectations are high because of that, and because this is a new series on the channel, and it's a big series. So, stakes are high, but this is the introduction in my life to Fzero. Feel Our Pain, Firefield. Let's go. I don't know when this was made. Oh, I could hear the influence. I'm guessing this is like a racing game, or maybe there's speed related somehow. It actually does kind of sound like an era. It sounds like early 2000s-ish. Just by the chords. Very drop D. I know Hidenori likes drop tunings. It sounds so, like, arcade. Wait a minute, is Fzero Sega? I'm gonna look something up. Oh, that bass. Ooh, that's a fast bass. Yeah, that has to be like drop D tuning. So the keyboards are playing the exact same thing as a guitar. Guitar's over here. Keys are over here. Oh, okay, we get a solo. The solo's very far away. Sounds a little improvised solo. That rhythm is crazy. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, I actually have the page pulled up here, so let me just actually type in Fzero GX. Alright, let's see, who makes this? Oh, it's GameCube. I was way off. But look, check this out. Developers Nintendo, Amusement Vision, and Ryo Gagotuko Studio, aka Yakuza. Interesting. Oh, designers, Sega. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of names here, but it says genre racing game, action game. Okay, yeah, I was definitely getting like I don't I've never seen footage of F-Zero, but I've always seen like cars related or something like that. And just on the music alone, it's very like speed and like movement. It's just fast. It's fast. That's where I get confused, is because when I think of like a racing type game, I don't think of characters. So I'm trying to make the correlation between Captain Falcon, and if there's any other characters, and racing. And why does that guy look like Batman? So, I'm just kind of like, what is this game? I don't know. Okay, so first things first. This is my first time hearing F-Zero, right? And I've heard Yakuza music for a little bit now, and I could not help but notice the similarities. It's like, oh, what was the date? 2003. I was right there. I said early 2000s. It just has that sound. Okay, so yeah, it definitely has that early sound. It has like when I say drop tuning, so that's a guitar term. Guitar is typically tuned to standard tuning, which is EAD, GBE. You don't need to know that. But when I say drop tuning, it's the lowest string, the thickest one, the one you hear all the time. And that one's dropped down from an E to a D, so one step down. Alphabet, EED. Anyways. It makes it so like power chords, the little doo-doo sound, are way easier, and you can do them with one finger. So that was really popular in the early 2000s by like new metal bands and just kind of anyone really, grunge, anything. You can kind of hear it after a while once you know the sound, because it sounds like chords, which are more than one note, right? It's like 3 notes or more, but it sounds like riffs. So when you hear, instead of like da da da, it's like right, that big chunky sound. Typically, it's going to be a drop. Anyways, that's a lot of nerd stuff that you guys don't care about. But Hidenori does that, and he does that in Yakuza. I know that because I just covered Pledge of Demon from Yakuza 0, and that one's just all power chords. It's the same exact way. And you'll notice I just use like one finger to do. Anyways, neither here nor there. But I cannot help but think, I'm like, this literally sounds like Yakuza music. I'm mostly familiar with 0. I've heard of the other games, but I mostly know 0's sound. And to me, as soon as this song kicked in, I literally saw Majima and I saw Kiryu, and I was like, I could see them just like, picking up a trash can and throwing it at someone. And it just has that. Honestly, they sound so similar. I would not be able to tell you. If you told me that was from a Yakuza game, I would totally I would believe you. That's not bad per se. It's just Hidenori's sound is just a staple of his own sound. So, to me, let me know if I'm wrong. But, pretend you've never played these two. Well, how do I say this? Let's just imagine that you took some of Yakuza's music and put it into F-Zero. Would you be able to tell the difference? I mean, I guess it's kind of hard to say if you know the songs because your brain wants to think that. But if you look past that, I don't think you'd be able to tell a difference. They sound so similar, same energy, same chords, same synthesizer parts, same rhythms. It's cool, it's that Hidenori sound, but they don't sound like. I'm pretty sure Fzero came before Yakuza, and I don't know if Hidenori has been there since the beginning of Fzero. I have no idea. But I'm saying for this one particularly, this game, this song, it just sounded like like just that world of like arcade, Sega, Yakuza, racing. Like I think of like those big racing peripherals at an arcade where you just sit down with the steering wheel and shift with the metal thing that like hurts your hand. All that was going on. But I'm guessing since it's called Firefield, or the song's called Feel Our Pain, Firefield. Firefield is the name of a track, like a stage map that you race around in. And I'm going to take a safe assumption that a lot of songs sound like this. Very energetic, just kind of like balls to the wall and just like floor it type of like, kind of when I think of like Metal Gear Rising type of thing, except Metal Gear Rising like takes it like a step further with the speed. But you know what I'm saying? Like the whole soundtrack is kind of like this just fest of So I just have a hard time believing that there's like softer, calmer music in Fzero. But not impossible, because I said the same thing about Yakuza, and Yakuza definitely has some chill, more sad or anything type songs. But I guess I just don't see it here. Again, I never played this game, but I've always heard about it. It was fun though. It was great. It just made me want to pick up the guitar. This is one of those songs that, believe it or not, if you're not a musician, this is not that hard to play. So if you're like on the fence of getting an instrument or a guitar in this case, like this would not take you long to learn. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. And I'm not saying that as someone who's been playing for like almost 2 decades. I'm saying it's just not. You can learn it pretty quick as long as you learn like a tiny little bit of techniques, like palm muting, and then just whatever. The rest is just like getting the rhythm down. But I noticed these songs are just more about the ambience and just being there and feeling that like drive, rather than like technical abilities. Oh, that reminds me, I completely forgot. The solo in this one, there was a guitar solo in it. And the solo was a little on the improvisation side. It was just kind of all over the place. It was just like a shred fest. It almost, you know what I think of when I hear solos like that? And there's nothing wrong with the solo either. Younger Jesse would have said, oh man, this sounds kind of weird and bad. And I'm being honest about that. Obviously, I've grown older and your opinions change. I would hope your opinions change as you grow older. But for example, I might step on some toes here, but like the band Slayer, right? Great band, iconic band. But their lead sound, their solo guitar sound is... So, but as I grow older, I'm like, well, that's the Slayer sound. That is what makes them Slayer. It's just a mess of notes. It sound like they don't know what they're doing. This one is not quite there. They know what they're doing, but it seemed very just like producer was like, all right, filming or recording solo and go, and then just shred, right? It's just kind of like mindless shredding. Which is totally cool. It has like this raw attitude towards it. It sounds not so neat and put together. There's just kind of like this garage band feel about that whole thing, if that makes any sense. But sorry, Slayer fans. just as a side note, I love Slayer's music. Their solos always just kind of make me It's nor here nor there. But it's really cool hearing this. The same composer, and even if the requester didn't tell me that, I wouldn't know for sure, but I feel deep down inside, I would have said something like, this kind of sounds like Yakuza. I promise I would have said something like that. Because I'm just like, I say things like that. I always think, this sounds like this sounds like that. Even if it may be obvious or not obvious, if it comes to my brain, I'm gonna say it. And it really did. It really did. It just sounds like a fight on the street in Yakuza. Not to take away, maybe Fzero came before Yakuza, and Yakuza sounds like Fzero. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of that what I heard first. This actually happened a while ago when I heard, God, Skyrim. It was Skyrim, yeah. It was like the only Skyrim song I did, and I was like, oh, this sounds like Apocalypsis Noctis from Final Fantasy 15. And I had a lot of people who were just like, well, guess which one came first? I'm like, no, I mean, like, I knew one song first before the other. That's what I mean. I don't mean like obviously. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. But it was cool. Awesome introduction, which is something else I can look forward to. I do have more Fzero requests. But now that I know that it has that Hidenori Shoji sound, that kind of takes it up another notch. I'm a little biased. I did play, to give you an idea, I don't really play games anymore. I do this mostly. So when I play a game, it's because the music hit me. And I played Yakuza 0 because the music hit me. So I committed 60, 70 hours of my life to playing in Kamurocho, and Sotenbori. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm gonna play F-Zero now, but I'm saying like I do like this music a lot. I'm a guitar player, man. It's cool. Anyways, welcome to the world of 2,200 kilometers an hour. I just noticed that. Let me know more about F-Zero. Is it still going? Is it more iconic than I think? I just feel like I've seen this name and I've seen this character a lot in my life. And is Hidenori the actual composer for most of them, or was it just like a special one-time thing? Let me know. If you want to make a request to me, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are totally fine if you don't mind waiting. There is a huge wait list. Huge. There is the Platinum tier on Patreon if you do not want to wait. And a big thank you to my current supporters of that: Justin, Kevin, Patrick, Your Average Metalhead, Shadow Maxim, Vanadel, Turn Arclight, and Kalanin, of course. Thank you to all my other supporters. Thank you to you for watching. My name is Jesse, and let us begin the F-Zero train. Till next time, dudes and dudettes, take it easy.